with us from Fort Worth, Texas, today at Amon G. Carter Stadium, and we will see who comes out victorious in the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. He'll bring it out. It's Gordon. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Tulane's offense will have the football first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. Rush is on him. He's got the back in the middle. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Terrell. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
And I love QBs that understand when they need to put some extra sauce on the football. You see your guys sit down in the zone, running a curl, boom, fire that puppy to him, get it on him now so he can catch it before he gets destroyed. Nice job by the QB putting a little extra sauce on it.
Pressure coming. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Sooners offense will go to work for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time.
Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And after the interception return, he gets it down to the 32-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
Now the play fake. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Tulane right back to the line. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. He caught it, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Tulane! Great job by the back on the option. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that breaks into the open. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. He'll do it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Wide open downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Oh, they're after him. Had to get rid of it quickly.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
The green wave in a world of hurt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Sooner offense returns to the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. Turning it on! Inside the touchdown Sooners! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the 2nd level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Gordon. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now this offense is back on the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Tulane right back to the line. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Pocket breaking down. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
They'll run it from the gun. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's got him in the flat. That's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. There he goes to the left. Touchdown, Oklahoma. The defense putting points on the board.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Gordon. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got it in the middle. It's Evans. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Caught over the middle. It's Terrell. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Hands it off on the counter. He breaks a tackle. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Give to the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Line getting set on second down. He'll pull it on the read. Spins away from the defender. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And the Sooners really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Tough sliding in there, picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on fourth down. And here comes the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Off play action. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Sooners trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Sooners!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gordon. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Defensive press coverage. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. That's caught. It's Epps. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. He'll keep it himself. At the 45 on his way. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the 1st down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. Hard running there. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
And the defense gives up the 1st down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Epps. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Tulane right back to the line. Give to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal blocking. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
Finds his tight end. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They'll go to the ground. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They're working that left side. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal block. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The offense set for a 1st down play. Running back searching for a hole. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give on the option. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the 1st down.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Buying some time. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Coming out with it, it's Gordon. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. These guys have taken some body blows in the 1st half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
The play action fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Terrell. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Gets it to him on the screen. Gets it out to the 20. That's not enough for the 1st down. 4th down coming. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. There's enough time time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Hines is back in the middle. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Bring in the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Just enough time for one final play in this half. And the run goes nowhere, and that'll send us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, hard not to enjoy the pageantry and the meaning of this great game. And, of course, it helps to have had ourselves an eventful first half in the Armed Forces Bowl. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable?
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the second half of the Armed Forces Bowl.
They'll open the second half with a run.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast. But right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the ball.
Man, you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now, what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. To the ground with the back. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Sooners back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Trying the left side. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable. So you
got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Sooner! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Gordon. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory.
Well, what a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Thomas. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of great field position.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Leaves it with the back. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. From the shotgun, they'll run it. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? And the Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage point.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop it. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Extending the play. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision.
There he goes. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and touchdown Sooners? Great job by the back on the option. Getting set for the point after. If these guys wanted to make a statement, statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. High the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Tulane comes to the line, lots of work to do on 3rd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Terrell. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They bring the punter onto the field now. And the returner goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He leaves it with his back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. To the air, it's Hawkins. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Epps. Oh, he's got some space. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. To the air on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the 4th.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Hauls it in at the 40. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. On the move. Stopped right at the 24-yard line, and that's short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Might as well stick with it. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Got his man in the middle. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quickly complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Got his man quickly.
Yeah, and we talk about tackling as a defense all the time. 3rd down, money down. They catch the football. Nice job breaking on it, getting them on the ground, and not allowing any yards after the catch.
He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Rides the back on the option, the give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really is
turning it on. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And the Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Takes the easy one to the back. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what.
Headed to the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
Bringing it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Gets it up to the 26-yard line. They keep it on the ground, and that paid off. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking downfield on 1st down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Tulane now facing third and forever. He'll ride his man on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And here comes the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Hand off from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much